Hello dear students, today we are going to do the chapter The Case of Sharp-Eyed Jeweler by Nicholas Bentley. Nicholas Bentley was a British writer, illustrator and cartoonist as well. The prominent characters of this very story are William Morris, Miss Suskind and Mr. Rayner. The story begins in the first person. William Morris narrates the entire story. William Morris is by profession a jeweler. More accurately, a jeweler's assistant, Rayner's assistant. He is working for Rayner, and Rayners are famous for antique jewelry. Dear student, you must be knowing about this word antique. Antique means rare and expensive. So as the story advances, we come to know that Rayners are famous for antique jewelry. In the morning, William Morris, when he visits his shop, when he comes to his shop, he starts what happens generally as every shopkeeper does. William Morris likewise also starts decorating his showcase with expensive and rare materials. He started putting the expensive jewelry on the showcase. In the meantime, he happens to see a lady. The lady was looking at undertaker's shop. Undertakers are a kind of shop that sells the items for funeral items. Undertaker is a kind of shop that sells items for funeral. Now there was, when he see quite closely, when William Morris was observing the lady quite closely, he found that there was no sign of funeral. There was no sign of sadness, and it didn't appear to him that someone near and dear to the lady has died. Therefore, this very thing appears to be quite strange. And in the very beginning of the chapter, William Morris says that some people love to watch the behavior of birds and animals, but he loves to watch the behavior of men and women. That is why this very story is a kind of detective one. He also goes on to say that he has read a lot of books by Agatha Christie and Edgar Allan Poe. These two were the detective story writer, crime story writer of America. After a while, what happens? His shop and William Morris' shop is visited by another customer. He was American. This American appeared to be 35 years old, and in no way this American didn't have knowledge about antique jewelry. He simply came to the shop of William and asked him, yes, show me some of the antique jewelry. And what happens in course of when he was showing all these items, he started choosing it, but there was a very expensive ring. There was a very expensive ring. It was made of diamond. It was a diamond ring. It was quite dear to Rayner, the shopkeeper, the owner of the shopkeeper, and Mr. Rayner did not like to sell this very item, this diamond ring. He loved this very diamond ring as much as his own children. And what happens in course of finding out different choosing different kind of jewelries, he was a very tactful person. William Morris was also very tactful, and American was a very cunning fellow. He was very shrewd, and when he came to the shop, he was chewing the gum. What happened next is very interesting story. American hid that very diamond ring under the edge of the counter, and therefore what happens when William Morris did not find this very precious diamond rare necklace, what happened? He became quite surprised. He became nonplussed. He became confused. He became restless as to what he should do next. And what happened? He started asking. He asked him, "What have you, sir? Have you?" He asked American, "Sir, have you decided it?" He said, "No, I have not decided. It is my wife. I have just simply come to choose some of the jewelry, and it is my wife who will purchase it." And what happens? Consequently, he started asking. He started looking for William Morris started looking for this very precious diamond ring everywhere, from every nook and corner. He searched the entire shop thoroughly, and then, after seeing Mr. Morris becoming restless, becoming quite frantic, Rayner came. Rayner was the owner of this very shop. Rayner came and took this very American to his chamber, and again asked him, "Yes, sir, if you don't mind, can you search this very ring under the fold of," this is called under the turn-up, this is called turn-ups, under the turn-up of your trousers. Even then, when he was thoroughly searched, American was thoroughly searched on person, the diamond necklace, this very diamond ring, was not at all found. Had the necklace, had this very ring would been with him, only then anyone could find this very diamond ring. Ultimately, what happens? After some time, again that very lady visited Rayner's shop. And what happens? She was a very tactful lady, also very cunning. What happens? That very lady, American lady, brought a brooch. Though for repair, and everyone knows that Rayner's does not do repair work. Even then she came, because she had some intention in her mind. She wanted, she came to this very, it was a kind of trick, it was a kind of plan made by this very lady and American to steal away the diamond ring. Ultimately, what happened? She very quite cunningly, very tactfully, she threw this very brooch on Morris side of the counter. William Morris side of the counter, and when William Morris bent down to search for this very brooch, in the meantime she took this diamond ring from the counter, from the edge of the counter, and she started going away, running away. In the meantime, he was a quite vigilant person. Morris as we have already discussed, Morris was a very vigilant and tactful person. Vigilant and quite alert. He was active. And he was active and alert. And what happens? These two incidents, going away of the American, and in the meantime, this lady's arrival at the shop, he started putting these two incidents together, and he came to a conclusion that there must be some kind of thing. There must have been. It must have been a fishy. There must have been, it must have been a planning. It must have been a trick of these American and the lady. And with his tactfulness, with his alertness, with his vigilance, he quite searched. He found the diamond necklace and asked that very lady to hand him over that very diamond necklace. And that very lady had kept that diamond necklace in her pocket, left hand side pocket. And at last we reached to the conclusion with that the case of Sharp-Eyed Jeweler is a kind of detective story, and with the tactfulness, with the alertness, and with carefulness, tactfulness, and with his clever attitude, the diamond necklace was found. Thus the story ends. Thank you.